Attention business owners. Are you interested in buying your commercial space instead of renting? This allows you to control your space, be your own landlord, and pay yourself rent. This is a video series all about that, helping business owners figure out how to buy their own commercial space. So in this video, we're going to talk about setting your exit strategy. In all the previous videos, we've talked about finding a broker, finding the perfect building, understanding your improvement budget. This is all things that you want to do before you close on your commercial building. In some senses, you want to do this before you even go into contract. So this video is all about setting up your exit strategy. I know that sounds crazy. You're just about to buy a building. Why would you already be thinking about how you're going to sell it or what you're going to do with it long term? I think it's extremely important to give some thought to your overall exit strategy when you're buying commercial real estate. As we've talked about, this is not a short-term investment. It's not a flip. It's something that you want to buy and know you're going to be using for a very long time. In most cases, at least 5 years. So basically, you want to think about a couple of things when you're setting up your exit strategy. Firstly, you want to plan for growth. You ask yourself realistically, how many employees do you think you'll have 5 years from now? And once again, not your, pie in the sky. If everything goes great, this is how big I'm going to be. Not your dream journal, but really how many employees or how much space do you think you're going to need 5 years from now? And then ask yourself, is this commercial building going to fit that growth? Of course, you don't want to buy something that's 3 times bigger than you currently need, so there's a little give and take there. But in a perfect world, you want to look at your building and say, yeah, I could add X number of more employees, or I have this much more space in my warehouse, and it's going to allow me to grow for at least 5 years. So make sure you think about your growth when you buy a building. If you're buying a commercial building and it just barely fits exactly what you need right now, you might want to think about something bigger. If you can't afford something bigger right now, that's totally fine, but it's better than buying something that you're going to immediately grow out of and have to sell. With that said, you can buy a commercial building and really have that as kind of like your headquarters, and then you can open a second location in a strategic spot. So even if you are buying something that doesn't have a ton of room for growth, there are other things that you can do where, open up another location or maybe even expand it if you have enough room on the actual site. So just make sure you think about that. Secondly, no one likes to focus on it, but think about what happens to this commercial building if your business fails. Nobody likes to focus on that, but at the end of the day, businesses do fail. Not all of them, but think about what would you do if your business turned upside down, you lost a key client, if trends shifted and suddenly your service or what you're selling is not in demand. How is the commercial building going to fit into that? Is this going to be, a big scary debt that, could ruin you financially? Definitely think about what you would do if things turn for your business. In a lot of cases, assuming this is something that just affects your business specifically, you should be able to lease the building out to somebody else. But think about, what are market rents, or what could market rents be? And make sure that you could lease this out for a number that covers most of your expenses and would allow you to kind of, fight through the tough times of your business. So definitely ask yourself, in a worst case scenario, let's say something happens to your business, how are you going to fight through it? And is this commercial building going to be an asset, something that's going to help you continue to make money in tough times? Or is it going to be a burden that could sink you even further? Make sure you think about that and have a realistic idea of what you would do. Lastly, plan for retirement. This is the fun part. This is the more optimistic part of the video, which is how is this building going to fit into your retirement? In our first video, we talked about how business owners might pay millions of dollars of rent over their career. And this is why you're buying a commercial building, is so at the end of your career, you own a commercial asset that you can rent it to the business that you sold. You can rent it to another business. You can sell it and then do a 1031 exchange into a grocery store or something that's, single tenant, triple net, and be able to get, investment income from that. There's so many different things that you can do. You want to give some thought to how does this fit into my retirement, and make sure you include it in your retirement planning. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you got any value, please hit subscribe. Really appreciate it. I'm trying to get this information out there. If you have any questions about buying your own commercial building, feel free to contact us. I'm Dave at Carlson O'Connell Commercial Real Estate. This YouTube channel is to help business owners make informed decisions about their commercial real estate. So feel free to contact contact us anytime, and thanks for watching. Have a great week.